Newsmax, my friends over at Newsmax are pretty happy today. They're popping the champagne corks because they just IPO'd, and check that out, up 667% right now. Wild debut. So it was just a teeny tiny little IPO, $75 million that they were floating on the New York Stock Exchange. And wow, the appetite for this company, again, because I think that you need a presence. Having conservatives in the news business actually is relative and important right now. And you can't just have one game in town, being Fox News. You need more than one. It's important to diversify. And now Newsmax is on the scene, and investors are gobbling this thing up. Pretty impressive. Newsmax going public at a massive valuation here. Chris Ruddy started this thing, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It was originally just a website, and it just grew and grew and grew and grew. And you know it, of course, from television. I'm on it quite frequently. I have a lot of friends there, both that are on the hosting side and also behind the scenes on the production side. In fact, here's a little tidbit for you. The woman who created this YouTube channel, which she created like a lot of years ago because she was working on at the time I had a 2 p.m. show on Fox Business. She said, you really ought to have a YouTube channel. I'm like, what, a YouTube channel? Like, why would I need that? Blah, blah, blah. And she said, no, I really think you need it. And so she put this together and she put it in my name. And then I never used it until like, what, a year and a half ago. And thank goodness she did. Anyway, she's a big deal producer over there. I'm so happy for her and all of these guys over there. They deserve this. It's a massive valuation. I'm going to tell you, you know what this means? Fox News, watch out. Fox News, Newsmax now has deeper pockets thanks to the cash infusion that they are getting from investors. And that means they can create a bigger and better product every single day. And I actually think that the product is pretty darn good as it is. And they were giving you a run for your money as it was. So now they get the financial backing, becoming overnight a $6 billion company. That's the valuation on this thing. So that means that there's going to be a little competition. And isn't it good to have a little bit of competition? I mean, why should we have only all the liberals out there with all their networks and their publications? Why not have a little competition on the conservative side too? I think it's great news. I really do. I'm proud of what they've been able to accomplish in my own small way, being a contributor over there. I go on from time to time just to say hi and give you my views on things in the regular TV world. I'm really happy with all that they are doing. They have a streaming side of the business, which is smart. They have the cable side of the business, which they're now able to collect revenue off of, and that is smart. And they're offering an alternative, which is so critical in today's environment. So congrats to them. It's a lot of money, and I think now Fox better watch out. I know Fox has always sort of paid attention to them, and they've always been watching them out of the corner of their eye. They really got scared right after 2020, and it seemed that Newsmax was really leaning into Trump and Fox was backing off of Trump. And that's when you started to see this splinter where all of a sudden Newsmax was beating pretty consistently a lot of those Fox shows. And so what did Fox do? It pivoted back. It pivoted back to be pro-Trump, because they realized, well, that's where our bread is buttered. But I think it left a lot of people sort of questioning the authenticity, right, of the program again, and what management was really about. I mean, I guess it's about money at the end of the day. But little Newsmax, the upstart, was very consistent in its sort of set of beliefs. And I think viewers responded to that and have been very sticky with the network as a result. So again, congratulations to them. As we talk about the markets today and we look at this volatility is most definitely back, although the markets have rallied, I think, a little bit from earlier in the morning. Again, you know, I think I've told you this before. Often I look at these as buying opportunities because I have a time horizon that affords such. If you don't, you want to be very selective, right, about what you're doing, which is one of the reasons why we have something like the Income Builder and the Inflation Protection portfolios at 76 Research. American Resilience is a growth portfolio. Jonathan Mason, thank you for your generosity. We got a couple of you guys coming in with this today, so I so appreciate it. Always, again, we're just a little independent over here, but it's kind of nice. You know what? I would trade this any day for the big corporate you know what. Anyway, I mentioned the markets in light of Newsmax and also in light of this story. This is incredible to me. Gold is beating the S&P now. This happened as of Friday. It's higher than the S&P. I mean, it's amazing, right? Over a 20-year time horizon. It's one of the reasons we include gold in a lot of our portfolios at 76. And it's one of the reasons why I would encourage you to call my friends over at American Heart for Gold. Trish loves gold. You know it, right? It's off the tip of your tongue. TrishLovesGold.com. Go to Trish Loves Gold to learn more. You can get up to $15,000 actually in free silver. And again, I say this because we are an independent news platform here, news and opinion. And so we're thankful to our sponsors, people like American Heart for Gold, who make this all happen. So if you're interested in buying gold, check them out. $15,000 in free silver. You can text my name, Trish, to 65532, or you can call them at 1-844-495-1115, or just go to that handy little handle, TrishLovesGold.com, and sign up. It's well worth it. Gold has been, up 17% this year. Goldman Sachs predicting it's going to be somewhere around 3,300. Rob and I, obviously, at 76 Research like it very much, so I encourage you to take a peek.